Hi, it's Wendy from Simple Spirituality. So here we are in the last week of Mercury Retro. A great time to draw some conclusions now. Take a look back at what's been bubbling up, what synchronistically has happened, how has your past reappeared since August 12th. So take a look at that and ask yourself what actions you need to take, either internally in terms of healing with yourself or externally with others, in order to bring whatever's come up to completion so that you can fully step into the new as we move out of the Mercury retro. So, gosh, it's been an interesting period with the cards, and we've definitely seen a shift in the energy. So let's see what's up for this week. All right. Okay, so this is the Sweat Lodge card. I actually yesterday just did a sweat lodge. So that's really awesome. That's so funny. So the sweat lodge card speaks about purification. So as many of you probably know, it is a tradition not simply of the Native Americans, but also in the Celtic tradition and also many other indigenous traditions, this process of coming into a circular dwelling place that represents the womb in order to purify, to release toxins through both physically through the sweating process and spiritually as well, with the heat, sitting in darkness, allowing what comes up as you kind of confront your shadow in that place, so that you can be reborn. So always the exit out of the sweat lodge or the sacred ceremony is a rebirth into newness. So this card speaks powerfully of what is it that you need to purify in your life. What is it that, what toxins are you holding physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that it's just time to let go. So there is power in understanding that when circumstances come to us, often feeling not of our own choosing, painful circumstances, that those are opportunities for growth. And the key is to take the teaching or the energy, the knowledge that we've gained through the experience, while not holding on to the story, while not holding on to the victimhood if we felt that we didn't choose our circumstances, not holding on to the past, but taking the kernel of wisdom and growth that has made us deeper and richer and more compassionate and more beautiful, even in our seeming brokenness. And so it is a time of purifying our memories, our emotions, our physical body. And in some way, purification is called for. So that can also be hanging onto our shadow side. It can be hanging onto a particular view of a situation so strongly that we are not able to see a bigger picture. So needing to be right, needing to have the story be told a certain way. It can be very powerful to step in some way into the other's shoes and look at how the situation appeared from their side. So a couple quick ideas in how you might use the energy of this card in the next week. Now let's see what our animal ally is that's going to emphasize and add clarity to that message. Well, you don't get much stronger than this. So, the eagle card. So the eagle represents spirit. It is the bird that flies the highest, so it is our connection to the spiritual realm. So again, if you have been in the dark night of the soul, in a purification process, and you have felt alone, this card is a sign that spirit is always with you. And always it speaks to the fact that there is an opportunity to rise higher, change our vibration, change our viewpoint, and see what has been happening from a higher perspective. So, switching from the perspective of your human personality and persona and into that higher soul energy, the wise part of you, which has perspective on your life and why um, the soul has chosen to experience itself in the circumstances of your life. So, a beautiful time of rising higher, gaining some perspective, looking for the healing of spirit and sacredness, because the eagle is a sacred being. And so that really speaks to understanding, are you treating your journey as sacred? Are you treating yourself as sacred? In what ways can you bring that sacred knowledge to the everyday of your experience and honor the depth and richness that it is bringing into your life? So that's a few ideas for you as you step into this last week of Mercury retro. If you love these readings and you would like a personal reading for the week, you can find that. It's a $10 reading that I offer, and it is both in my services tab on my Facebook page, if you're seeing this on Facebook, or if you go to my website, www.wendyflaherty.com, there is also a link on my services page there so that you can get your own unique reading with these two decks of cards, just as I do here. So if that would serve you and bring you some more clarity in, I would love to be of service in that way. As always, have an amazing week. Walk in beauty, and let's find the simplicity in each day. As always, I wish you joy. Take care.